Happy birthday, EFG. Happy birthday, EFG. Happy birthday, Engaged Family Gaming. Happy birthday to you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special episode of Engage, a family gaming podcast. This is our second E3 episode. Fair warning, everybody, if you hear weird noises, we're not being attacked by like weird woodland creatures. We are eating dinner because today was a very busy day, and so we had to find time to podcast somehow, and so we are podcasting while we eat. We got some Uber Eats sushi, and Drew was eating some leftovers of the amazing dinner he made last night, and I ate before everybody else because I don't trust them to feed me. So I took care of myself. As we did last night, it was only a few of us because some of you guys went to bed. Drew went to bed by accident. He went upstairs and was like, I'm going to lay down in bed for a few minutes, and then didn't wake up until 9 in the morning the next day. It's fine. You needed it.
I did.
And Jesse, who many of you will remember from last year, also feels much better. He sounds much better, so it was exactly what he needed also. But that means they owe us a podcast, so we're going to talk about that tonight. So today was Monday, so that meant it was Square Enix, it was Ubisoft. Technically, it was the PC Gaming and Limited Run shows, but we didn't watch those. But also Sony just finished up just a little while ago. So we are going to talk about the one or two things that we thought were absolutely amazing that happened today. And we're going to start with John.
All right. I get to go first?
You do get to go first. It's a weird order that we're going in.
That's okay. That's okay.
So, okay. John, what was the most awesome thing that you saw today?
I think it's got to be Spider-Man. I mean, we saw a lot of awesome things, but many of them are not safe for children.
Oh my goodness. Man, the entire Sony press conference was just nonstop, not great for kids.
But Spider-Man, I was impressed by it last year when they initially rolled it out, and we got to see a lot more gameplay this time.
Yeah. And
I'm very excited for it. It looks very smooth. It looks very fun. There was about 8,000 villains in it. Title villains.
All of them.
In just 4 minutes of gameplay. So...
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, it was Electro, it was Rhino, Vulture... Scorpion, Mr. Negative.
And Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative.
And
you know what? I'm not going to lie. When I saw Scorpion's tail come out, I thought that was Dr. Octopus.
Mm-hmm.
But then I saw the pointy end, and I was like, oh, that's Skeleton.
Yeah, we didn't see Doc Ock.
No.
But you know he's there.
Oh, he's got to be.
I mean, if they're going to roll those guys out, Dr.
Yes.
Octopus is around.
And I'm looking forward to webbing
to see,
someone against the wall, or bouncing them up in the air and then throwing them off a building while simultaneously webbing them and shooting myself from the top of a skyscraper.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. The body count was remarkably high.
For a Spider-Man.
For a Spider-Man game.
Yeah, there were Spider-Man kicking people
there
off
were
buildings.
There were a few people that definitely got kicked off buildings. I mean, what are you going to do? It's a video game, but I thought that was...
They're bad guys.
But it's...
Spider-Man historically doesn't kill people.
Well, but he doesn't have a rule against it. Remember, Batman supposedly has a rule against killing people. And I watched a video once where they had a trauma surgeon watch about 15 to 20 minutes of Batman Arkham Asylum gameplay.
Killed them all.
They're all dead.
And they were like, no, that guy's concussed. There's no... It was like that scene from a 13th Warrior where it's he took two at least that could not have lived. It was like that moment. So I was a little surprised to see at least 3 or 4 people just get juggled off the building, and he didn't not even an errant web to let him fall down a little bit. No, it was just... Wah!
See ya.
But whatever, it's a video game.
So, needless to say, we got to see the extended trailer last year, and then this one just added to it. I'm ready for it.
I'm all in. It was a day one purchase as soon as they said the words Spider and Man next to each other. So they really didn't have to show us anything. They could have just said, "Hey kids."
No. I disagree because there's been some really bad Spider-Man.
Yes,
movies.
there are.
This is being made by Insomniac. And
again, there have been some really,
that's
really
fair.
bad
That's
Spider-Man.
fair. So you guys,
gamble with a Spider-Man game.
so you guys are more reasonable human beings. I was gonna buy this thing no matter what. They didn't have to show me.
We knew that.
Yeah,
we knew that.
I'm like the living embodiment of hype. It's true.
That's fair. Yeah.
And so I was gonna buy this as soon as they showed me the Spider-Man logo. I was like, all right, I'm in. So I really dug it too. So I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Man, he got beat up in that trailer.
He really did.
So everybody, the trailer should be up on YouTube by now. So just look for it. It is worth looking at, especially if you have your questions. What the game's like, etc. So that is Spider-Man. It's a PS4 exclusive and is coming out this September. Very, very soon. It's like less than 3 months away.
Yep.
Which is super bananas. I'm gonna go next. So I have two things because I'm in charge, so I can do that. The first thing is super quick. We got more Kingdom Hearts 3 information. Go figure. We got it not during the Square Enix presentation, where one would think they would have done
I was so
that.
surprised by that.
Their half-hour-long Square Enix presentation did not give us any new information about Kingdom Hearts. Instead, we got more information during the Sony press conference, which doesn't really make a huge amount of sense because Kingdom Hearts is not a PlayStation 4 exclusive game.
But they're doing the PlayStation exclusive Kingdom Hearts edition with all the games bundled.
Which is rad.
Right.
Which is rad.
Makes me want to play it.
You weren't here for that, but they did announce there's going to be one package, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 HD remix, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and Kingdom Hearts 3 all in one package for PS4. That's pretty good.
That'd be awesome if I actually liked Kingdom Hearts in any way, shape, or form, but I don't because it's terrible. So
You're a terrible human being.
I'm kind of tempted by the offer. I'm sort of in between like loving it and not loving it. The concept never moves me. I played a little bit of it, and it felt like a skin of a darker game that I really wanted to play. But this one, like, if all the games are included, if the price is reasonable, I'd dip my toe in it.
I mean, I already own them, so it's kind of a waste for me. So
But you'll buy it.
no, I won't do that. That's dumb. I'm not gonna buy a repackaged bundle of games that I already own. That's real stupid.
Even if it's like HD enhanced or anything?
I mean, but that's different. That's not just a repackage.
That was a yes face right there immediately.
I mean, they would have to give me a very compelling
I
reason.
mean, let's be honest, the hype is real, and you are hyped.
Right.
So therefore,
All right, so I don't want to say that it's not possible that I would buy a collection of games that I already own, but there would have to be a reason. Like there would have to be some feelies, right? Like like a cloth map or a poster. You got me. You got me. They showed us more information. Specifically, they showed us the bundle, but also they showed us a new world. So yesterday they showed us Frozen. Today they showed us Pirates of the Caribbean with a remarkably well-drawn Captain Jack Sparrow.
and
Crew.
Everyone was well.
With some very good sound alikes. I mean, it was definitely not Johnny Depp, but it sounded very, very, very close.
Yeah.
It was a reasonable approximation.
Yeah, it was close enough that my kids aren't gonna be able to tell the difference.
Exactly.
So that was Kingdom Hearts 3. It's still coming January 29th, 2019.
what I noted is that they changed the animation style for the Pirates of the Caribbean to make it more realistic because it's not cartoony.
Right.
So they actually changed the whole animation style for that world, which I thought made a big difference. Because they looked at it and went, whoa, what is this? This is clearly not Kingdom Hearts. And then it was Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Well, that's something that they do with most worlds, but not like that.
That.
I've never seen anything like that before, so that was interesting. Next, I want to talk about Starlink, the battle for Atlas, or as I like to call it, No Man's Skylanders. Legitimately, guys, we're getting a new Toys to Life game in 2018, and it feels weird, but I'm not mad. I'm probably going to buy it. But it's spaceships. That might actually hurt it because we all know that the General does not like space stuff. She does not, so I don't know. She really is anti-space stuff.
Anti-space?
It's a complicated thing. It's complicated. You can ask her about it sometime.
I will.
But here's what it is. Basically, it is an open world space adventure game. You have different pilots that all have different custom abilities. You have ships that have different abilities, and you have weapons that you can mix and match on those ships. Confirmed, the ships are big.
They are pretty big.
Yeah.
The ships are big, and the accessories that you put on them are big, and they come on like a base where like you put. It's almost like the ship is the base, kind of like what the Skyline.
Yeah, the ship is the base.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna have to investigate. That's gonna be one of the things I'm gonna go right to the Ubisoft booth tomorrow when we get into the actual show floor, because I want to see what it all looks like to scale. But man, and I called it No Man's Skylanders because it really the aesthetic of just the way the ships are drawn really looks like No Man's Sky. Like it really does.
Remarkably so.
Like creepily similar.
And also, it's funny. So I'm gonna roll with the joke. We don't know the prices yet. That hasn't been announced, but I'm sure that's going to be available on the show floor. I assume, or somebody will be able to tell me. But I'm guessing it'll probably be similar to most of the other Toys to Life stuff. At least I hope.
You don't think like the mounting of the thing on the controller is going to be
I hope that's not actually how it works.
It looks like that's what they're
It
doing.
does look that way.
And that looks like it's going to be phenomenally terrible.
I would absolutely not play.
Now, here's the thing, though.
Like,
The thing that they said last year, and I'm going to confirm it when I talk to them, is last year they said if you don't want to buy the toys, you can digitally buy everything. So you don't have to play the game with the toys if you don't
want. But then I can't slap a toy on and change my configuration.
Yeah, like the sort of real-time adaptation thing is super attractive. I just don't want to have it attached to the controller because
I mean, that's like if he buys it all digitally and you buy it all physically, that's the same as you cheating at Mario Kart.
right. Ooh, boom, high five.
That's right.
hey,
That happens.
Are we bringing this up?
Oh, we're bringing it up.
Fine, we're bringing this up. Number one, I did not cheat at Mario
I
Kart.
feel like you put in the cheat code before I grabbed the controller.
True.
And then you ran me with the little controller when I expressly said I didn't even know I'd never navigated with it before, so it was a whole learning curve for me. And you dominated, of course, because I was behind the curve. And then
We gave you a Pro Controller.
But my hands had already been corrupted by the little controller, so I had little spasms in the center of my palm. Like I was doing my best and trying, but it was complex.
I will go get you the sugar because you're still real salty.
You know what? Wow. Okay. Wow.
So
I have a lot of pasta left. I'm gonna put that in my mouth.
let me just say a few things about this Mario Kart shenanigans. Drew, we had little controllers. I whooped you.
You know what?
I whoop you is not even the right word. I bodied
I mean,
you.
we could just live
It was
stream a competition, so there's no doubt, so the world can see.
Do you really want to do that to
Do
yourself?
you want to do it again?
Really? But we can do it.
You want to do it again? And I mean,
I'm ready to reestablish.
I think we should put up a poll.
Let's put up a poll. We'll do it when the show's over. And if we will let the people speak, and if the people want us to do it, then we will be. We'll just set up a camera. We'll have to do it off screen because I don't have streaming stuff here. But you're toast, son. So here's the real thing: we had little controllers.
yes, you are yes and no, but yes, but no, but yes.
We had little controllers. Whooped him. He whined.
That's not what happened.
We gave him a Pro Controller. Where? I need a Pro Controller. And we're like, you know what, son? Fine. Here's a Pro Controller. He got a Pro Controller. He got a Pro Controller, as we promised. And then guess what happened? Do you know what happened? Not only did I win, but the difference in points increased. So I gave him a better controller, and then I won by more points.
Pause all of this. No, wait. See, you're adding a
Hold on.
inflections.
Wait. And
the
then we
first-
realized that you had steer assist on.
You know what? I didn't even know that it was 2 against 1, so let me go get back and get my personality for this. Wow. 2 of you? Listen.
I was a bystander, and it was terrifying.
I feel like you had already joined the team, Steve.
Yeah, we totally had no idea that he was using steer assist the entire time.
Okay, first
You know,
of all,
the thing
so
that we-
were you. So were you. Like neither of us knew the steer assist was on until you mentioned it, and then
I turned
it
it off and proceeded to finish first in every race.
Yeah.
that we
That's
were
not what happened.
You know what doesn't have steer assist?
What?
Anthem.
Anthem.
That's right.
Segue.
It doesn't have. It doesn't.
Well
have,
done.
It does not
Well
have
done.
steer assist.
Good. We're good on time, by the way.
That's all good.
There was plenty of time for the
Oh,
whole
good. We just
segue.
need to cut that off because that's going to be like another 25 minutes of you guys all bragging about your terrible Mario Kart.
Don't you dare!
So,
How dare you?
I was asleep.
How dare you?
I'm super dope in Mario Kart, by the way.
So at EA Play, I got to play Anthem, which was pretty awesome. I am not traditionally very good with joystick aiming, and that continues to be phenomenally true.
What that
So,
means, folks,
I got killed a lot
what that means,
playing
folks,
Anthem.
is Jesse plays shooters on PC,
That's a true
where
story.
you can use the mouse and the keyboard. I just wanted to add
Oh
that.
yeah. Where when I played Battlefield, I did much better because that was definitely mouse and keyboard. But I played that as well, also good. But Anthem feels to me very much like they are absolutely going after Destiny. It feels just like it. Well, not just like it, but it's super similar. The thing that I'm very excited about it is that it feels more like an RPG in between the open world quests and the very specific things that you get to choose to do to try to, play through your your RPG with your 3 best friends, effectively. But it feels very much like Destiny.
That's cool.
Which is not bad because I very much like Destiny and Destiny 2. So again, excellent. I'm looking forward to it. I definitely want to play it. The problem being that I'm going to die a lot playing it because it's not coming out for the PC. I believe it's just...
It's coming to PC.
Is it? I didn't see it on the list, but
It's coming to
could be
PC.
wrong.
I have
could be
questions about like similarities to Destiny, like being a giant Destiny fan. So,
Yeah. Oh well, I mean, I only got to play a small portion of it.
Oh yeah,
but,
no, these are just like base questions, not like anything deep, but like it. So I agree. Well, I suspected just by looking at it that it appears so similar to Destiny that I thought everything would be sort of mechanically and structurally the same. At least appears that way. Is the gunplay as good as like Destiny gunplay?
I don't think it's quite as polished, but it's damn close. But it's close. Like it's close. It's not quite the same, but then again, Destiny had, some time to polish their
Destiny's
their
had like almost
gunplay.
4 years or something.
Right. So
Also, Destiny is made by Bungie,
Right.
who made Halo.
Right. So they had
So like their whole thing is making good shooters.
literally the best shooters ever. Is the pace of the game up to like where Destiny is?
Yeah.
In terms of like did you play a mission? Like what did you play actually?
No, we just played through like kind of like an open world and then like a mission, like one thing. Like, you got a little bit into the thing and then that was really it. But the game pace, I would assume, is going to be relatively similar because you can do open world stuff, or you can go and engage in the kind of story side.
Did they show you the dialogue? Did you see any of that? No.
Did you get a sense at all of how I want to call it the social space, but it's not that, but how the hub will change based on decision?
No.
It's not a social space. It's the opposite of that because your hub town
Right, that's
just
that's
you.
your
is
hub.
just you, which
It's
I think
just
is
you.
super fascinating.
I'm dying to see how that plays out and how it becomes.
Didn't
I don't know.
Xenoblade Chronicles do that?
Kind of, but not in the same way because Xenoblade Chronicles didn't have you playing with other players.
No, it did.
Not like the same as this.
Not the same as Anthem, but
It's not the same.
No, it's different.
Yeah. What I'm excited about this is I am always terribly distracted by seeing other players in the social spaces in games. Like I spent probably, like if I were to add it all up, I probably spent like 3 weeks of my life standing around in Ironforge while I played World of Warcraft, just inspecting people. Just like, oh, look at that gear setup. Oh, where'd you get that trinket? Oh, goodness. And literally not even playing the game. I would just sit in Ironforge and look at people.
did you dance while you did it?
No, because that's weird.
No, that makes it weird.
I
It's
did.
not weird until that point.
I mean,
I don't
you
know,
can
man.
dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind.
Oh my god.
But if your friends don't dance,
Well, if they don't dance,
You ain't no friends of mine.
Yeah.
you did it to yourself. Really, you did. The setup.
You did. You brought that whole thing on all by yourself.
It's true, I did. That was on me.
It was just.
I'll own that.
So I think across the table, high five, boom.
There you go.
So I like the Destiny social space, aka the tower, and I don't. I'm having difficulty imagining a single player space, but I also am intrigued by it. This is going to be entirely populated with NPCs, and it can be a respite from having to go out and co-op because, man, that game seems like it's full. Even though they've definitely unequivocally stated that it can be done single player, it seems like it's just almost pure co-op. I love like the social space being a place you can get away from everyone else and just have your own little missions and decisions and changes. Seems to be a nice break from it.
Well, it also means that you can, you can complete a quest where maybe one of the NPCs dies or something like that, which means your space will be different than mine depending on where in the game we are. That's something World of Warcraft dealt with, while we're speaking about MMOs. They did that with, what was the name of that? There was a thing they did where, like, you could be kind of you could interact with the same part of the map, but you might not necessarily be able to see each other depending on, like, what quest lines you had done. Yeah, Cataclysm.
Yeah.
And I forget what it was called, but it's like every quest had, like, every area had, like, versions that you were, like, accessing. And this leaves a lot more options for things to happen. Like, you could be getting ready for a war quest line, and people might be running around trying to, stock up troops. That kind of thing. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. But man, I'm so jealous that you got to play it. What kind of javelin did they put you in?
You got to pick.
Did you get to pick the fast one?
No, I didn't.
Was that one not there?
Yeah, it was a limited choice.
So it's just a 3?
Yeah. And
I really want to know what the freaking green one was.
The speedy one.
Yeah.
So you played the Storm?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Of course.
Go figure. He played the Wizard.
Nice.
All right, so that's Anthem. So let's since we're talking about Anthem, which is like Destiny, let's talk about Destiny. Drew, you are hyped about the Destiny Forsaken expansion. I'm kind of hyped too. But you, like, there's a picture on our Instagram of you, like, losing your damn fool mind.
I thought you were going through the ceiling.
Yo, so can I take you on a journey, Steve, for a hot second?
Yeah,
so
let's take me on a journey.
Let's go
set
back
it up
to, like, the end of Destiny 1 Age of Triumph. I promise this is brief, but you need the trajectory needs to be
Just do it.
clarified.
We got time.
So at the end of Destiny 1, I was happy, just like other Destiny fans. We saw all the sort of content teasers for Destiny 2 and got excited. Destiny 2 hit. It was not exactly what they promised, and it felt like a dumbed-down version of Destiny 1. I know there's a whole bunch of arguments for and against that, but that's exactly what it felt like to me. There was just no endgame. Armor doesn't matter anymore. All these other things kind of, like, fell apart. Skip ahead, 2 expansions later. We're still heartbroken. Like, some things were fixed with Warmind, but not quite. Like, narratively, Destiny 2 isn't doing anything interesting or important. None of the main characters have any impact. Nothing really matters. There's no endgame grunt. Like, just... Destiny 2 did not feel like Destiny at all. I watched the Destiny 2 Forsaken reveal last week, and I was unmoved by it. In fact, ironically, we were in the middle of a raid. I think we were doing a Leviathan raid, complaining about the trailer, Clanmates and I, because it felt like all these other promises that Destiny wasn't going to fulfill. And then today, I saw the 90-second trailer. Steve, so I'm gonna try to use family-friendly language. I'm gonna describe it. How about that? So it opens with a shot of Cade 6, and he looks particularly damaged. He looks haggard. His ghost gets shot, and then camera pans over to Prince Aldrin, who is apparently alive, who is wielding Cade 6's Ace of Spades. And then,
which is a gun, by the way.
Yeah, and then Cade 6 is apparently dead on the ground, and the prince walks out with 8 members of the Fallen that we haven't seen before, apparently breaking out of the Prison of Elders, which is sort of the premise of the game. There's so many things about that I like. The reveal of the prince being alive is kind of nice, but sort of expected. But, like, them just ambiguously murdering the most famous character or the most popular character in Destiny as an entry into what ostensibly is their attempt to woo characters back by fixing the game expansion is a contradiction. It's delicious.
He's a robot. Robots don't die.
Right. So I speculate kind of anticipate that there's going to be either a Cade 7 or tied to the sort of rumor, kind of myth that Cade might also be an iteration of Rasputin, that he can't ever really die. So it's sort of ultimately a low stakes kind of game, but it just looked real pretty, and it's nice to see Destiny doing like dark and dangerous things again, rather than just. And I don't know, like narratively speaking, I sort of expected it to be shallow, and it's nice to see that too, like at least an attempt at depth. So I'm not sure where it's going to go. I definitely am still a little cynical because of, like I said, Destiny, and then the 2 expansions of Destiny 2 haven't really been satisfying, but I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like they might be on the right track.
So in that moment,
Right.
he took your title of the embodiment of hype.
I did.
Oh, he definitely did.
If they had a pay now feature right then,
They would have had my whole money, like every money.
The whole money.
All of it. Every money.
All of the monies. Jesse, did you hear that? They would have taken all of the monies.
Every single money I had would have been their money. Yeah.
Okay, so that's Destiny 2. That's coming out in October.
Yeah, I think it's September or October.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
At a time that is not now, but not far away.
When will then be now? Soon. All right, so James, you want to talk about some like weird VR crap?
Yep, it's a weird game from a studio that we wouldn't normally talk about, but it's from Software, makers of games like Dark Souls, which are not family friendly. It's called Deracine, and it is about you play a girl who's a ghost, and she's in a little boarding school for girls, and you interact with them using what they call innovative and unique movements and moments to convince them that you're real.
Yeah.
You're supposed to build relationships. Let me see if I can find the actual description. There was one thing they said that was pretty compelling to me. You manipulate, you change the forces of life and time to change the fate of the pupils of the school. So to me, it's nice to see VR doing something that's not a gimmick, that's actually forwarding the storytelling in these games, because there's a ton of VR content that's out, but it's mostly terrible and mostly buggy and clunky and not fun, especially not fun for kids. And if this is something that lets you interact in a way that feels magical, it'll get them interested in the technology, and you know that technology's coming for them, whether it's games or work or school or anything. So it's going to be quite a journey.
Yeah. So I was super stunned by that too, right? So we're watching, so the logo for Studio Japan comes across first.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, they do some weird stuff. They did The Last Guardian, they did, they're Team Eco, basically. So they did The Last Guardian, they did Ico, they did
Well, they're involved in Dark Souls too, right?
Shadows of the Colossus. They're like a support studio for them, but, and then we see From Software, and I'm like, okay, so this is I like tuned it out. Because I was like, all right, so Japan Studios and From Software coming together to make something. This is going to be devastating and scary, etc. And it turned out to be this like kind of sweet, weird, borderline creepy VR game. I have no idea what motivated them to do that.
Me either.
But, I mean, money, I'm sure. But here we are. They're going to do it.
Well, they have another massive release that's not not our wheelhouse. This show.
Yeah, no, they've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm sure we'll end up playing it.
I'm going to play the heck out of it.
So,
It's coming later this year.
oh yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that is Deracine.
One more point. The meaning of Deracine is someone who is outside their social circle or comfortable place.
Sounds like a ghost.
Sounds like a ghost. Trying
Sounds
to be
pretty
not
good.
ghost.
So that's day 2. We made it. Yay! We did the thing.
We did do the thing.
We did do the thing.
So tomorrow, or well, when you listen to this today, is the first day of E3. So we're going to be on the show floor. All of us will be taking pictures. All of us will be, posting small videos. So make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Instagram, that is Engaged Family Gaming, is the username, and on Twitter it is @EFGaming. And also make sure you follow us on Facebook so that you can make sure you see everything, because we're going to do our best.
The Facebook live stream?
We're not doing that tomorrow, are we?
I don't know. I thought we were.
I think we're doing that on Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday, we're going to do a thing. We're going to talk more about that during tomorrow's episode to give everybody more of a run. So until tomorrow, this is Steven with John, Jesse, James, and Drew.
Deuces.
So you have a good night. And in the meantime, don't forget to get your family game on. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Engage, a family gaming podcast.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening to